stories. Each of us has creative genius, and a good story calls out to us to use that creative genius for the benefit of all. It's usually a little easier than we think. And the mayor thought about it some more and decided that maybe the minister was right and that she ought to go back to the storyteller and find out how to get into the story after all. Now, as usual, we will be lighting the children's chalice, and Lena will be saying some words. If you are in preschool through 5th grade, after we've lit the chalice, you will get to go back to Children's Chapel and make some origami animals or hear another story. If you're in 6th grade or up, you're invited to stay here in the sanctuary to participate in the rest of the service. So let's gather around and light the chalice together. You can follow Fiona as the congregation sings you out to Children's Chapel.
We light this second chalice so that our children and youth go to their chapels. They carry the light of our flame with them. May it illuminate, inspire, and warm you as it does us.
This morning, we have a special offering. That's what the envelope in your order of service is for. It's for the Odyssey Youth Movement, which provides support and promotes equity for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth aged 13 to 24 in the Inland Northwest. It uses youth-driven programs and community education, and I encourage you to support them by putting money in those envelopes, and there's no need to seal the envelope because we will reuse it.
We now gratefully give and receive this morning's offerings, which sustains the community and its mission to the larger world. Each time we gather as a congregation, there are always those who are with us in our minds and hearts, and who we want to wrap in our love and care. We kindled this light this morning for Dr. Isabel Call, who graduated from Starr King School of Ministry this past Thursday with her Master in Divinity.
We also kindle a candle for Al and Bernie Toutant and their son-in-law, Jim Meredith, who had a stroke recently.
Let us share a moment in silence, embracing others who are here in our hearts this morning. You are welcome to say their names aloud, as you are willing. Those named aloud, and those remembered in the silence, and all those who are suffering elsewhere in our world this hour, we hold in our community of compassion.
As we settle into our time for meditation, I'd like to share this poem from the novel A Light Too Bright by Samuel Miller. I always felt there was some greater love waiting for me, just around the bend of the orange horizon. I'm learning now that the world is a circle, and what I thought was ahead of me is actually behind. But my eyes are open, and I can see that I'm coming up on it again.
When Aria asked me to join the Coming of Age program as a mentor, I didn't hesitate to dive into the meaning and role of being a mentor. Wikipedia says, mentorship is a relationship in which a more experienced or more knowledgeable person helps to guide a less experienced or less knowledgeable person. The mentor may be older or younger than the person being mentored, but he or she must have a certain area of expertise. It is a learning and development partnership between someone with vast experience and someone who wants to learn. Well, little did I realize how much this opportunity would also provide for learning and growth in myself. Working with these incredible young UU adults and listening to their thoughts, ideals, and goals led me to further explore my own ideals and goals, my own position in life, the church, our community, and the world. Coming of age was just as much a learning experience for me as it was for our young adults. It widened my scope and expanded my field of friends, as I may now call all those who participated in the Coming of Age program friends. For I developed yet another partnership in my life with an incredible group of people who I regularly see here at church, but might not have otherwise come to know. As I got acquainted with and helped guide Robin, Sophia, Lena, and Sawyer through the Coming of Age program, they in turn helped guide me. Listening, understanding, communicating with clarity, compassion, and patience are all growth opportunities we must seize whenever possible. And this mentorship role allowed me to do just that. It gave me an equal opportunity to explore and work on these areas in my own life, and just as it was an opportunity for our young UU adults to do the same. Perhaps the most challenging exercise we completed together was the journaling process that we used from the book entitled, "To This I Give My Heart." Through this exercise, we gained insight into each other's values and beliefs. It helped me to understand the perspective of others. It challenged my thinking, and more importantly, it challenged me to further explore my own beliefs. Something we should all do more often. For example, one morning at our retreat, I was up a little earlier than everyone else and found that spending time alone, sitting on a bench outside in the brisk morning air, looking out over the calm waters of the bay, enjoying the gentle, cool rain falling, provided a silent experience which we find so rarely in our lives today, at least in my life. I spent almost an hour journaling that morning, something I so rarely do. One exercise was to write down 5 of my core beliefs. They are: 1, all are worthy of respect. 2, love is universal and eternal. 3, forgiveness is a gift we all need to embrace. 4, hard work is admirable, but right work is invaluable. And 5, sometimes silence is golden. I encourage you to take an opportunity over the next couple days to just articulate 5 of your own beliefs and to think about what has influenced them in your life. Lastly, I sincerely appreciated the opportunity to work alongside the other like-minded mentors with their unique backgrounds and life experiences. Many thanks to Isabel, Aria, Stephanie, and Elizabeth, who coordinated and brought the Coming of Age program to life this year. Without their efforts and continued support of our young UU adults throughout the year, this program couldn't have happened, and it's important to recognize them again. In closing, I offer these words of wisdom from Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has.
Sing at this special service today, and I want you to know that the song we'll be singing, River Song, was actually chosen by one of our coming of age participants, Lena Volavka, and as it is a metaphor of the journey that these folks have been taking and that we all take. So, River Song.
River racing with the breeze.
Over the course of the last several months, Lena, Robin, Sawyer, and Sophia have been meeting as a group to discuss and reflect on Unitarian Universalism. With the support and guidance of Stephanie Gronholtz, Gordon Diddens, Elizabeth Wilhelm, and Isabel Call. They have explored questions about Unitarian Universalist history and theology. They have experimented with what it means to be spiritual and reflected on the what and why of worship. They've reflected on what it means to be a community and the many different ways of being a leader. All of this culminated in a retreat last month where, after much discussion about belief and values, they were asked to sit in solitude for almost 3 hours and write a credo, with the understanding that a statement of belief is a living document. It will change and evolve over the course of their lifetime. Their credos are a reflection of who they are, what they believe, and what is important to them. They will share these credos with you now.
Art. When you think about it, the more you wonder. Art can be anything: cooking, cleaning, singing, sketching, and more. When I was young, art was just a class I enjoyed, but I never thought it would have meant anything. Now that I'm older, I realize its potential. Everything is art. Everything I love is art. Art is like the geese flying above me, the way the lights carefully hit the building. The love my family shows is art. Art is the carefully crafted speech Todd gives us each Sunday. Art is the way the candle flickers when air strikes. Art is the petition to end gun violence. Art is how we are diverse. The way we dress, talk, and even act is art. Without art, we would live in a dystopia, a world of gray. We would miss out on the beauty of life, the way the crisp air smells after rain, or the trees whispering secrets in the ears of those willing to listen, the way the stars light up the sky, or the music I listen to on my way to school, my tears of joy and of despair, my smile with the gap in my teeth, the anxiety I feel to be standing here, the cold touch from a friend on my warm skin, the joy of dreaming for a better life. Without art, our world would appear very different, for we are all a piece of art. Thank you.
Aguatate y la fruta caerá en tu mano. Wait a little while, and the fruit will fall into your hand. So it is with credo writing. If you sit there in thought just a little longer than you think possible, the credo makes itself present. And all you must do is capture it in graphite or ink before it disappears again. Every second we make so many choices. Most seem inconsequential. But really, we are writing our stories. We start with an infinite number of possibilities, but the ending is set in stone on our final breath. Every second, our choices are eliminating possible endings. Some favorable, others not so much. I wish that I took more time to remember the possibilities and think about whether I'm opening the doors I want to or closing them. Humans are looking for patterns incessantly. We can't help but see correlation and causation. But as much as we love patterns, we love when they break. We are drawn to the anomalies, the things that shouldn't be there. This is because long ago, something out of place meant danger. The sound of a twig cracking could have meant a tiger was creeping up on you. But here we are, in a world we have shaped into our own, still looking for tigers. I want to say something about peace, but I'm not sure about it. Peace, I mean. The term is misleading. I don't want violence. I don't want physical wars or humans hurting other humans. But only with the collision of opposing ideas will new ideas be produced. So while I hope and pray for the world to be free of violence, I also hope and pray that there is no intellectual field free of strife, and appreciate the possibilities nonviolent conflict can create. To pray is to experience the connectedness of everything in the universe, to glimpse the web that ties all together. When in prayer, you can see your purpose and the purpose of everything. You can see the cogs turning, making the world go round. You can see that everything in the world, from a molecule of water on Earth to everything in a galaxy far, far away, is made of the same fundamental particles. And that in and of itself is magic. Perhaps we are born simply knowing that all is one and grow out of it. But it is that magical, beautiful feeling that we seek for our whole lives. We make art and create music and write stories in hopes that we can get a little closer to glimpsing the cogs again. We love to name things and put labels on them. So throughout history, people have given this feeling names and personas. It is Christianity's God, Islam's Allah, and Freud's id. No matter what we call it, it is the same. And though we worship at different altars, we pray the same prayer. We share this prayer with others, because what is more powerful than seeing the cogs turning and knowing that someone else can see it, too? Prophets have led others in search of it, and some have devoted their lives to it. This is the universal creed, the source of all life, the moral map we all aspire to follow. To me, the only question that remains is it real? While walking along a beach in one of my favorite places on Earth, I felt at peace. It felt like I walked forever, because the waves never ceased to come crashing down. To my left soared great cliffs. The sedimentary layers are gradually peeling away, and each ancient grain of sediment will break from the cliff, tumble down to the shore, and join the new layers forming on the beach. So there I was, and here I am. To my left rose the cliffs of yesterday, and to my right will forever be the vast sea, with the roaring surf its constant reminder that time is passing, crash after crash. And here I stand, dwarfed by all of time, with nothing to my name but a line of footprints between the two. Thank you.
Our coming-of-age participants sang a beautiful little round that Isabel Call brought with her when she came in September. It's called Gentle Heart, Gentle Mind. And we're going to ask you to sing it with us. We're going to split the congregation in two, right down this big aisle, this half and that half. Gordon Diddens will help lead the group over here, and I will help lead the group over here. I'm going to sing you this song through all the way to remind you of it, and then we will sing it all together twice, and then Gordon will start the round, and I will start the round over here. Okay,
And at the end of our round, we will continue to repeat gentle heart, gentle mind until they catch up with us, and then we'll all finish together.
Thanks, Gordon. Okay, pitch again. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Life is change, love remains all the time, time. Life is change, love remains all the time, time. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Life is change, love remains all the time, time. Life is change, love remains all the time, time. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Life is change, love remains all the time, time. Life is change, love remains all the time, time.
Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Life is changed, love remains all the time, time. Life is changed, love remains all the time, time. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Life is changed, love remains all the time, time. Life remains, love remains all the time, time. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind. Gentle heart, gentle soul, gentle mind, mind.
Sophia has chosen not to share a credo this morning. This decision reflects a deep commitment to the process and remarkable self-awareness and honesty. We affirm her choice as fully in line with Unitarian Universalist values and thank her for her contributions to our group throughout the program.
You are not perfect. No. You never have been, and you never will be. You are riddled by these parasites of imperfection, riddled by this nagging feeling that you will never be enough. And you can ask the void, why? Why can't I be enough? Why can't I ever win? There's no response. Why am I here if I shouldn't be? Still no response. So in a last-ditch effort to hold on to what little humanity you feel you can still call your own, you say, forget the void. I don't need these standards or expectations. I can be my own man, and I can decide whether or not I'm good enough. And I am. And you are. And just like that, you're enough. Just like that, you matter. If to no one else you matter to yourself. Triumphant, you can march through this world, invincible to all, as the only thing that can hurt you now is yourself. Emboldened by this newfound power, you march through the world triumphant. Each day cements your position as king of the world. And you're happy. You tell them that it's a decision. Just be happy. You tell them just to be happy. You tell them that you're happy, so you must be happy. For so long, you were this heartbroken little man, and now you're not afraid to admit your achievements. You're not afraid to be confident. You know that you're smart and athletic and charismatic and a damn good public speaker. You know who you are. It's easy to be lazy and not care, because then when you fail, it's not really your fault. But if you put every little drop of yourself into something, and then it's, what, okay? That hurts. And damn it, you will put every last drop of yourself into this so that you will be happy. And when you succeed, it will be marvelous. And when you succeed, people will be amazed. And when you succeed, you can be successful. And if you fail, Well, no, you will succeed. You know that you will. You won't be some sad, wilting flower begging for attention. No, you'll be happy. You'll have a spring in your step, a pip in your stride, a reason to live, to breathe and smile and sing and dance. No, you'll succeed. Of course you will. Because if you didn't, why then? Why? Back to the void? No, no, no. You promised yourself that you wouldn't go there, and you don't. Instead, you just melodramatically scream into your pillow, God, do you have to narrate every little breakdown that you have? Yes, you do. Because you're not happy anymore, are you? You lost control. And you have to grasp onto what little control you still feel that you have over yourself. And somehow being aware that every day you want to live just a little less and saying it out loud makes you feel like you're in control. Just a little. But it's time to let go. No, it's not time to die. You may not have long on this earth, but let's stop wasting what little time we do have. It's time to stop trying to please anyone. You thought if you isolated yourself, if you stopped caring what other people thought, that you'd be happy, right? You'd be fine. But you still had yourself. It was always you. It always had been. And you always will be your own worst critic. It's true. Nothing short of death itself could rid you of you. So it's time to make a change. I'm sorry that you failed. No, I'm sorry that I failed you. You won't ever be happy. Not innately. You will always have your flaws and insecurities. You will always care about what people think. You, with all of your drive and ambition, can't make yourself happy. That's not how happiness works. But you can work to be content. And hey, if it all goes to shit, lower your bar. That's the magic about it. Contentedness. It's never wrong or undeserved. It's just there. Sitting on your coffee table, purring in your lap, falling gracefully from the tips of drooping leaves outside your window for you. So just live. That's it. Say hi to your neighbor, flash him an extra large smile. Take your dog along their favorite walk, and make sure that the people you love know it. The rest of the world hasn't caught on to this happiness, contentedness thing. They're still chasing happiness. And who are you to tell them that they can't get it? Just be that one person that makes them happy. And let whatever they give you in return make you content. Because to be happy is so impermanent. Like flash paper, it burns bright right out of your fingertips, leaving you grasping for that next spark. But to be content, well, that's like dipping your hand in petrol and letting the slow burn erode your hand until there's nothing but peace and quiet. Thank you.
The Reverend Kate Walker offers us these words. In between, liminal, that space where we wait, between moments, events, results, action, no action, to stand on the threshold, waiting for something to end, and something new to arrive, a pause in the rumble of time. Awareness claims us, alert, a shadow of something different.
Lena, Robin, Sawyer, and Sophia. We are here today to recognize the completion of your program of study in this coming of age ceremony, and to celebrate with you the time you have spent in your own search for truth and meaning. You have spent the last several months deepening your understanding of your own and Unitarian Universalist theology, history, and community. This morning you shared with us your credos, a declaration of who you are and what is important to you.
Some of you were brought to a Unitarian Universalist church to be dedicated and named. At that ceremony, we gave thanks for the miracle of your new life. Your parents affirmed their sacred responsibility to you. We rejoiced in the promise and hope of every child, and the congregation pledged to promote your welfare and the welfare of all our children to the end that they might grow in beauty, truth, and love. To that ceremony this morning, we add this rite of passage.
This rite of passage isn't really an ending, nor is it a beginning. It is a celebration of who you are and who we are, as we each take steps in our own individual and interdependent search for truth and meaning. Coming of age was not your first step on that journey, and it will not be your last, but it is a big step.
This rite of passage is a marker of time. With it, we recognize the important changes in you. Just as your credo is a living document, so too do we expect and hope that as you come into your youthhood, you will continue to grow in your search for what is true and meaningful. As you have committed to that search, so too do we recommit ourselves to you. Let us welcome you in. Youth, I invite you to gather in the front of the pulpit with your parents and mentors, with your music director and your friends. All of you are welcome up to the front. And as they are gathering, I invite everybody to pull out your blue order of service insert for the responsive reading.
Lena, Robin, Sophia, and Sawyer. I recommit myself to your religious exploration and growth. I promise to continue to provide opportunities for reflection and questioning. I promise to listen to and hear you, and to lift up your leadership. I promise to challenge you and to always hold a loving space for your pain and your joy.
We are never complete. We are never finished. We are always becoming.
We welcome you in. As you continue to grow and learn about who you are, we promise to listen and to hear you, and to lift up your leadership. We promise to challenge you and to always hold a loving space for your pain and your joy.
We are never complete. We are never finished. We are always becoming.
We welcome you in. We promise to lift up your leadership, to challenge you, and to be open when you challenge us. We embrace you.
We are never complete. We are never finished. We are always becoming.
We have had the honor of witnessing your reflection, discussion, and exploration. We promise to continue to bear witness as you continue to grow.
We are never complete. We are never finished. We are always becoming.
Our job has been to do unconditional love, time to reflect, place to remember, shelter, and safety. That does not end.
but our relationship is evolving. Our hope with you may become more passive, but no less loving. We promise to celebrate your growth, to challenge you, and to always hold a loving space in your pain and your joy.
We
are never complete. We are never finished. We are always yet to be. May we always allow others to be and help and enable each other to grow toward that we all
As graduates of the Coming of Age program, you represent a large piece of the future of Unitarian Universalism.
Everyone in this room contributed to the Coming of Age program in your own way. By this, we all helped carry forward Unitarian Universalism. I'd like to share with you a reading from Albert Schweitzer. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us.
In honor of what you have accomplished, we offer you these flame pendants.
And mentors, in honor of what you have given, of the ways that you've kindled and sustained our flame by your participation in Coming of Age, we offer you these chalices.
With these pendants and with these chalices, you carry with you the symbol of our faith, the symbol of our unity and solidarity, of our openness and inclusion, of our community and individual uniqueness. As you carry this flame with you, may it offer you warmth and light. May it ignite the spark of justice in your heart and serve as a beacon of hope. May it spark truth whenever truth has been lost and cast a healthy shadow of doubt wherever truth has been found. May this flame rekindle your light when it has gone out, and may it remind you to rekindle the flame in others.
We close the ceremony now. Please rise in body or spirit and join me in singing Shalom Haverim.
Shalom.